Hello friends, welcome all, I hope you are well. Today I will try to explain the logic of buy from support and sell from resistance. Cause there's so much misinformation floating around the market, nobody really knows. Some people know very little, and some pretends like know but doesn't know, and they make the others confuse. What we need to pay attention to today's Fibonacci. I will try to explain what are the special secret numbers in Fibonacci. I hope you like my training video. I will try to explain it in a very simple way. If there is a place in your mind in the training video, my Telegram address is available in the descriptions of the video. You can write there and ask questions. Nothing in the training video I describe is investment advice. Thank you for listening to me in advance. I'm moving on to the training video. First of all, we will open Fibonacci from the indicators section. When I type auto, there is already an auto Fibonacci in the embedded here. I choose this, it automatically pulls me a Fibonacci. Already here, the input setting appears to be 10, like this, if we do it like this. Our depth is 10, but I couldn't find the Fibonacci I want to talk about here. So if you find it, I would appreciate it if you write it in the comments section of the video. Our goal here is, as you know now, let me tell you this first. Fibonacci drawn from left to right, as you can see. So it's a string of numbers drawn from the top to the bottom. And here there are certain support and resistances. What are they? If the candlestick is above the line, it is a support. If the candlestick is below the line, this is a resistance. There are particular numbers here, so what are they? The region we call 0.23. There is the region we call 0.328, the region we call 0.50, the region we call 0.618, the region we call 0.786. And all of these regions have a meaning, my friends. I will try to explain these to you. Let's start here first. If you want to buy from the bottom, the part we call the bottom, wait for candle closes above 0.23 zone. Avoid trading in the area below 0.23. Because here if the candles are in this region, we cannot know which way the price chart is. And we get confused, we can open a reversal. So while using Fibonacci, also draw a trend. You don't actually need to draw trend, you can tell it when you look. When you look here, we can see that it is already in a downtrend, as you can see. Likewise, when we look back a little more, we see that there is a downtrend here. I can see an uptrend here. But always make sure to draw a trend. As I said, 0.23, if we want to buy from the bottom, let's trade above the 0.23 region. I will tell you about my own special tricks shortly. You will remember more, friends. I'm just telling you about Fibonacci right now. Then on the Fibonacci of a graph, the region that you say goes now is the 0.618 region. So this region, when candle closes come over that region. When a candle close comes over that area, we can now understand that prices will rise very easily. We can understand why when the price hits 0.618. It tells us that an uptrend started in that period. So we have three important figures in Fibonacci right now. I say 0.23, the region where we will buy from the bottom, 0.618 region. And now it will attach to the rocket, the region where we can no longer predict where the price will go, is the 0.786 region. We can no longer predict where the price will go once the price closes above the 0.786 region. The price will rise rapidly because now the Fibonacci is overswelling up, guys, the price is going up. As I explained, it is currently closing on the price. We see how the price goes up. This is the first resistance, so this is doubled. Goes up to 1.618, so when a close comes over here, as you can see, the price is in the margin range over there. Price now goes up to resistance here. These are the places we should pay attention to. Now I will tell you my strategy. First, I set the input settings of Fibonacci to 0.233. Let me tell you why I'm doing 0.233. Because friends, big investors open trades on Fibo according to 0.233. In other words, it opens trades according to 0.233 bars. I'm sure the 0.233 bars we shot here right now didn't completely take the 0.233 bars. Because this trading view is wrong, I guess it doesn't buy them all. But it takes the closest 0.233 bars. Why 0.233 bars? The Fibonacci sequence is a golden intercept. It goes from pi and multiples of pi. And the place we call 0.618 in the pi number is a golden ratio. So now when the price comes to the golden ratio, look guys, as you can see here, when the price reaches the golden ratio, it goes up, so it's a perfect intersection number. Likewise, since pi has a coefficient of 0.618. At 0.618 its coefficient is 0.233 bar, and at 0.233 bar you can think of it as the number pi. So you can think of it like a gold intersection. In the same way, you can use it in 0.233 and 0.144 bars. It's totally up to you. I usually use 0.233 bar for your information, guys. When we look at it now, when we pull the 0.233 bar again, it draws Fibonacci from the bottom and the top again. Let's enlarge our screen a little. Let's make it look clearer. And it's pulling now. We can see where the prices are coming from. Right now this is a 5-minute period. But if we look at the 5-minute period, if we look at the 15-minute period, likewise, if we look at the 1-hour period, the trends we will shoot here appear in all of them. So if there is a trend start, we can see this in the nearest 5 minutes. If there is a trend start, anyone who sees it 15 minutes period will see the same. Anyone looks at the 1-hour period also sees the same resistance. Now I will tell you what I will give of myself here. If you are using Fibonacci, you want to buy at support and sell at resistance. There are certain places we should pay attention to. For example, between the breaks here or the breaks over there, friends. Don't look for resistance support, so don't look for support or resistance manually. If you manually search for support and resistance, you are more likely to make a mistake. If the price is reversing here, make sure it is reversing from the previous trend. So what I mean? If the price is returning from here, it is returning from the support of the previous trend, or the resistance of the previous trend. We need to know this, but because some of our friends usually don't know. It says the price, look, for example, it has made a comeback here. It has made a turn here. It says there is a hidden support and resistance here. Or psychological support says there is resistance. Yes, there is true psychological support and resistance. But here, the return of this price is not due to this. The reason why this price is returning from here is there is a previous trend. And by finding the previous trends, we see our friends. What I mean, let me show you right away. And by proving them to you. So I'm going to show you these by visualizing. I'm going to pull a trend now that we look at it. And I'm on the 5-minute period. What am I doing? Let's make this a little smaller. Let's do this to see more clearly. Now friends, I'm going to draw a trend from here. 'Cause this is my closest bottom, I don't take it here Fibonacci starts. This is my bottom, I'm gonna draw a trend from here. And here's a candlestick wick. Closest candle close here is red candle. What am I doing here? I get my trend line. And I'm drawing a trend line from here, from that area, as you can see. It'll be clearer if we shoot it like this. Yes, it's clearer. When we look at it now, this region is important for us. From here it came to Fibonacci support. Here a brace worked and broke down. As you can see, I drew a trend line from here, and this trend line. I can see the rising trend. Already at the time I'm drawing Fibonacci, I can see that the trend here is the uptrend. Now how do we pay attention to this? How can we confirm that this is true? We need to get through our period. At the moment I shot in 5 minutes period. And I'm getting my chart in 15 minutes, as you can see guys. It became more perfect in 15 minutes, and the trend is an uptrend. I saw more clearly. Let's take our period to hourly. As you can see in the same way when we take it to hourly. Look, I saw that there is a rising trend again. Here's what I want to tell you. Look in an uptrend and above the uptrend. Price breaks resistance of uptrend. What would have happened if it had not broken the resistance? For example, the price has dropped and sagged here. Look, he closed the candle there, it didn't come down to the Fibo. He closed the candle there but failed to stay on the trend. As you can see, friends, who went down to the Fibonacci support again. So if price didn't break the resistance here, it would be pulled down to Fib support again. But it is bullish as it breaks the trend, and if it closes above it, what we do, we put a sell on our resistance here. So this is the logic of buy from support, sell from resistance. As long as we identify trends, we can buy at support and sell at resistance. In the same way, I go back to my 15-minute period again. See, for example, it seems clearer here. Price is stuck at resistance of uptrend here. It hangs down, can't break it in the second, and now it breaks in the third. It's closing a candle on it. And the price is now starting to pull back to the support of the uptrend that we just pulled. I mean, look, I told you about support and resistance. Look, actually support is not resistance in between. Here the price retreats to its previous trend. And he picks up from there. If there was support or resistance in between, he wouldn't have bothered there. Would come, price would return to Fibonacci support from there. But there is no such thing, the graphs rotating between them. Usually stuck at the support or resistance of the previous trend. And we open our transactions accordingly, friends. Again, as you can see here, I tried to explain it to you. Same here guys. If the price is falling here and the price, as you can see there, the nearest resistance is above. Do not trade if the price is falling. You drew a trend line from here, so it's like this. When the price starts to drop, shoot something like this. Even if you don't know, pull it here and watch the price. Fix the trend line you drew as you see the green candle. For example, if you see a green candle over there, fix it like this. You looked, still adjust your price falling line accordingly. Adjust by price. Because otherwise you can't see your way. You can say, yes, when we look here, we see that there is a downward trend in the past. But we cannot capture such an image in instant transactions. Since we couldn't capture an image like this, friends. From the beginning of the bearish candle, draw a downward trend line and wait. Every time you blow a candle, correct it according to the candles there, and approximate it accordingly. Now when we look again, I said to you friends, we'll take it out of here. Now the importance of 0.233 bars can be seen from here. Large traders usually open their trades at 0.233 bar. So they place orders on the support and resistance of the 0.233 bar. Of course, they do not put them themselves, thanks to the robot and the algorithm, it automatically detects it. And orders are placed there, support there is resistance. But don't make this mistake. You can look at this in 4-hour and daily periods at 0.233 bar. But I'll start with you 5 minutes. Gradually increase your period by setting trend in 5 minutes. So start with 5 minutes and then raise. So set a trend every 5 minutes. Proceed by checking your trend in 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, and daily. If you proceed in this way, you will see the turning points in between. You know where to put the order, guys. I'm giving an example. The price went down here, you made a purchase here. And your rising trend is here. You will think of selling trend as resistance and put it in resistance. So you bought something from here. You're going to sell on the resistance here. So there's no point in doing a sell order on the Fibonacci resistance here and there. Because that would be an imaginary number. The important thing is to break the previous uptrend or downtrend upwards. This is what matters to us. Again, I get my period for 5 minutes. As you can see, friends, the price is moving downward again. See what we can expect here and the price here. Likewise, we can expect it to come in the rising trend. Already at the top of Fibonacci. It's a little difficult to hold on here. In general, prices cannot hold here, friends. It either moves to the support below, or if there is a trend there, which always is, it moves to its support. That way we can put our order on the trend. Friends, that's all I'm going to tell you about this training video. I hope you understand what I said. I hope it will be useful for you. Thank you for listening to me. Take care of yourself. I wish you good luck. See you soon.